saw, dude. Really? Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean, the dude just straight up cut me off. Like, if I would have taken off, I'd have been in a lot of bad shape, you know, really quickly. But get away from this guy. Anyway, as we were saying, people like that, you just have to let them go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He caught me at just the right time in a bad situation that could have resulted in a very, very worse situation. You just have to let it go. It's not all that yelling and screaming and rev bombing and flipping them off and cussing at them and getting yourself worked up. It's already hot enough without raising my temperature on the inside, being angry. It's not worth it, bro. Just let it go, move on. I'm alive, he's alive. Hopefully he looks out next time he sees a motorcycle. He doesn't pull some BS like that. I had no idea he was there. And that's my fault, because that's not me being observant enough. That's not me monitoring my surroundings. I should have been in yellow, or even further, and been in red, identifying things that are ugly. Like this guy, he sped up, he saw that lane was ending, and look, he still doesn't care. It doesn't bother him at all. It doesn't matter to him at all. It's my life on the line. And that's the thing, each and every time I put myself on these two wheels, my life is on the line. So I have to treat it as such. I have to be very cautious. I have to be very observant. In that case, I dropped the ball. I'm not as guilty, but I still have a guilty part in it. Like, I'm not too macho to admit it. I'm not too big of a guy to say, hey, I messed up. You know, I gave him the opportunity to do something like that. So that kind of puts me as a little bit responsible, and that's okay. I did the right thing by not flipping out and going off on him, because it wasn't going to fix anything. The damage was already done. So me running up on his passenger side, punching his mirror, none of that is even worth it. I would have broken my hand and been having to deal with that at work for the next 2 to 3 weeks, trying to recover from a broken hand. And for what? To prove a point? What point was that? What point are you proving at that point? That I'm stronger than him? No, because technically I'm not stronger than him. I'm nowhere near as strong as he is. He's in a full cage. I cannot inflict any harm on his person or his vehicle that is going to put his life in danger. And you're going to say, okay, well, I disagree. If you punch his passenger side mirror, he's not going to be able to see on the passenger side of him, and it's going to make him driving very difficult. Yeah, and the likelihood of him running over a motorcycle that's on the left side of him increases. What is the point? You just put another biker's life in danger all because you were angry and you wanted to prove a point that did no good. It did nothing. It did nothing but prove that you're immature like him or her or whoever does that. It's just not worth it. It's okay to be upset, but you have to get over it. You have to move on, because it's not, you're not doing anything. You're not gaining anything. You just have to enjoy the ride. Once you get past the situation, man, no worries. Hey, man, shrug it off. I'm good because I got past that situation. I'm still alive. And now I get to go and enjoy my dinner. I'll actually get to sit down and eat my dinner, instead of it being fed through a straw straight into my esophagus because I went head first over a car, or went through a truck windshield because I was being an idiot. You know, like, those are the things you got to be careful of. And that's it. What the fuck, man? Oh. Dude, that scared the shit out of me. Like, I accidentally hit the horn. I was just trying to focus on getting the hell out of the way. No buenos. No buenos in the chat. And no, it's not a rock form case. I believe the discount code is DanDanTheFireman at Rockform for your 25% off, I believe. Yeah, that's not my code. It's somebody else's code. But it's somebody who does a very good thing for motorcyclists. So if you want a Rockform case, use that code to get your 25% off of your purchase. I'm not gonna be that guy that speeds up and tries to race a truck. It's just not worth it. I'm gonna sit here at 20, 25. I'm gonna hover. I've only got about maybe 3/4 of a mile to go, and then I'm off the road. Just gonna kind of sway, make sure people see me doing stuff like this while you're in your lane. People say it's cocky, it's arrogant. It's not. What it's doing is it's getting people's attention on you. You're inside your lane, and as long as you're not doing it too fast, people see you and they're like, okay, whoa, what is he doing? But now they acknowledge you. You're not doing anything unsafe. You're not doing anything that's going to hinder anybody else around you. You're getting familiar with your bike and the way that it moves. So it's a great thing to do, but at the same time, like I said, it gives people the ability to see you. Now, I'm wearing this bright yellow high-vis shirt, and that's all well and good, but sometimes people's brains, and Dan just talked about this yesterday on his live stream, people will not see what they're not looking for. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm not saying that's in every case, every situation, because it's not. People are prone to miss things that they're not looking for, or that they're not thinking about. Sometimes you might be looking for it, but you're not thinking on it. He used it as a great example. He had this pen, and he was like, I could be looking for this pen, but the only thing I'm seeing is this pop socket, because the pen is not what's really on my mind. It's this pop socket that I've been seeing all day long, and I've been thinking about it all day long. So what ends up happening is, when you're looking for your pen, and it could be right next to the pop socket, but the fact that you weren't looking for your pen, and you've been looking at this damn pop socket all day long, your mind zones out every time it notices the pen. It's the weirdest thing. Now, I know Dan's gonna kick my ass because I don't have a jacket, and I want a jacket, but that's $100 and something right now that I really can't put toward that. I've got to get bills paid, I've got to take care of other things financially. I'm just not there to be buying a bunch of big stuff right now. Be responsible riders. Learn from my mistakes. Don't just think that coming home in a high-vis shirt is okay. You still need a jacket, and I plan to buy one. Right now, it's just not feasible.